Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing my September favorites. I'm a little late. It's already like halfway into the month of October, but I thought better late than never. So today we're going to be talking about beauty favorites, hair favorites, music, all of that. I don't have like a ton this month, but I definitely wanted to get this video out for you guys. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you want to see what my favorites were for the month, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's just start out with makeup, I guess, because that's like the most things I have is like in the makeup category. So we'll just do that first. So I guess let's just start out with like the main thing I bet people are wondering, like about the Fenty Beauty Foundation and the YSL Foundation. Since I did do wear test videos back to back of these, I know I didn't like really spread that out. And you know what? I honestly think that these are really similar. Like they are really similar in the finish, and the wear time, and the coverage. Like these are pretty similar. I don't see a big difference in them. And because I have dry skin, maybe that's why. Maybe if I had oily skin, I could really tell a difference. But for me, on my skin, these pretty much do the same thing. I will say the YSL is maybe like a tad bit more luminous than the Fenty, but overall, like they're both matte. They both like sunk into the same places on my face, and they both wore the same way. So how I have to use these, because I do love the finish and the coverage of these, how I have to use these foundations is I have to mix a luminous base in. So my other favorite of the month, what I've been liking to do is using a strobe cream or maybe like an oil or just like a luminous base, even another like luminous foundation to mix in with these, because otherwise they're too matte on my dry skin. But I do like these. That's obviously they're my favorites video. So I've been wearing these all month. Just wearing like one day, one the next day, because like I said, to me, they're pretty similar. And then like I said, my other favorite was this MAC Strobe Cream, because it's just like a really luminous, like it comes out white, as you'll see. Comes out like this, and you just rub it in, and it kind of just gives your skin a nice glow, like and luminosity before you go in with your face products. It just, I mean, you won't be able to tell on camera. It just kind of gives your skin a nice glow and really just hydrates and gets your skin ready for makeup. And then to put on the foundation, I've been really liking this Heavenly Luxe flat top buffing brush. I saw Casey Holmes talking about this. She was always using a brush to blend out her foundation. And you know, I usually always use a sponge. She always raved about it and said that it was amazing. So I finally picked it up because the IT Cosmetic brushes have a really hefty price tag. I believe this was like almost $50, which is crazy for one brush, but honestly it's so fluffy and nice. It's dirty right now, but it's so fluffy and it doesn't leave streaks on your face. It just blends out everything like an airbrush finish. So I really recommend this brush if you're in the market for a foundation brush that's going to give you that flawless finish and give you the most coverage possible, because it is like a flat top. So nothing's going to soak in. It's really going to give you that maximum coverage. But yeah, it's a pretty pricey brush, so just want to throw that out there just in case you're curious. And then I've really been loving these concealers. I don't know if I've talked about this on my channel yet. I did make a whole Colourpop video when these came out, but I ended up scratching it, so you guys never saw that video. But these are the Colourpop No Filter Concealers, and I personally use the shade Fair. But I bought like 4 of these. I can only find 3 right now. Just so I could have my Freelance kit, because I had a feeling these were going to be really nice, and people were saying really great things about them. So when they launched, I just went ahead and picked up like 4 shades just so I would have them, because they were like $6, and I was like, why not? So there are some pros and there are some cons, but more pros than cons. Obviously, they're my favorites video, so I really do like this concealer. I'm like shocked that I'm already like halfway through this bottle. But again, it was only $6. You know, you can't really complain about much. I would say this is pretty similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. It's really full coverage. It's more of a matte, and it dries down. It doesn't really crease. Now, I will say one of my problems with this is that when you're putting on your face, it literally changes colors, like, and oxidizes in like seconds. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can really tell. So yeah, that's like a really big con, that it oxidizes, but I still find it's light enough for me when it oxidizes, that it goes on still light enough for me. But so just keep that in mind when you're picking out a shade. Just know it's going to oxidize like in seconds of you putting it on. So that's like a really big con of it. And also, if you didn't know, Colourpop is going to Sephora. I think on Halloween it's going to be available. So if you've been eyeing it and you just like didn't want to order from Colourpop, you can order it from Sephora in a couple weeks, so that's awesome. Okay, so my next favorite of the month is the TooFaced Glitter Glue. Now you guys know I'm a huge fan of the NYX Glitter Primer. I think that's a great alternative. It's a great affordable option, and that's what I always use. You know, I never really wanted to buy this because I was like, it can't be like that much better. But honestly, this is so good. This make whatever you put on top of it stick. It's not going anywhere. It's not transferring. You're not getting fallout. Like, this is awesome. So if you do like want to spend that extra money and get the more high-end glitter glue, I definitely would suggest this. It's really great, and that's why you see so many people talking about it, because it really is a great product. Okay, so I just have a couple highlighters I want to mention. So the first one being the Fenty Beauty Fire Crystal and Lightning Dust highlighter. I wear this literally like every day if I'm not wearing the other one I'm showing you. But I love this. It's the perfect like coloring for my skin tone. These are just really nicely formulated. They're not chunky and glittery. One's more subtle for like every day, and if you want that pop, you can use this one. I use both of them daily. It doesn't really matter to me. But I just really like this, and for the price, you get 2 highlighters, so I think that's nice. I think this brand is like really well priced in general. And then the other highlight I've been using is what I have on today. If I'm not using that highlight, I'm using this one. And this is the Lorac Daylight Highlight. Now, I don't have a ton of is it Lorac or Lorac? I'm not really sure. I don't have a ton of their products. I just have some eyeshadow palettes from them and then this highlighter. But I'm like super impressed with this highlighter. It's beautiful. It's more of their lighter shades. They have like 5 or 6 different ones, I want to say, or maybe less. But this formula is really beautiful, and it just gives you that nice glow. It can be more subtle if you want it to be, but I like the intense glow, so that is what I do. This formula to me is really comparable to the Becca highlights, and I love Becca highlights. If you're looking for a new highlight, definitely check this one out. I don't have the price of this on the screen too. I'm not exactly sure how much it is, but I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than the Becca highlights. But yeah, I've really been loving this one, and again, this is in the shade Daylight. Okay, the last like makeup favorite I have are these 2 lipsticks from Tarte. I've really never tried Tarte lip products before. I don't really have a lot of products from Tarte, to be honest. I definitely want to try more of their stuff because I love these, but these are the Tarte's lip paint in Bestie and Delish. Now, I've been wearing Delish the most, but this is a nice nude as well. I've been bringing them in my freelance kit. I've been using them a ton. They're just really gorgeous colors, and I really like the formula of these. Delish, like I said, was my favorite, but I kind of broke it. Like, I can't really travel with it anymore because I broke it, so I'm going to have to get a new one. I never really thought I would like a color like Delish, but now I like wear colors like this all the time. And then Bestie is just like a nice warm nude. It's super pretty. Both like really great for fall. That one's Delish and that one is Bestie. As you can see, they're just like super pretty. They are liquid lipsticks, so they do dry down matte. They can be uncomfortable if you layer them too much, so just be careful to just try to do 1 layer. But I do really love those, so I definitely wanted to mention them because I have been wearing them a ton this month. Okay, so now it's going to move on to some hair favorites. Well, really I just have 1 hair favorite. So this is the Amika the Shield Styling Extending Spray. So the packaging on this is just really cute, so it really sold me. But I got this at a beauty supply store, so I'm not sure where else you can get it. Maybe Sephora or Ulta. I'll try to find it and link it down below, because I'm not really sure how much this was. So all you do is right before you blow dry your hair, it's like a heat protecting spray, but it's gonna like protect your style. So like after you style your hair, it's gonna like extend your style. So if you curl your hair or straighten it, it's supposed to like really lock it in place, and I really do tell a difference. And my hair is like super soft after this, and this smells really good too. So again, this is the brand Amika, and I just think the packaging on this is so cool. Okay, so now just like some random favorites. So I've been like really into like cooking and like making stuff. I don't really like to go out to eat anymore, but I really just like making my own foods and like knowing the ingredients that are going into my foods. I'm just more mindful of it, and I have been for the past couple years now. I really love making zoodles. If you don't know what that is, it's just like zucchini that you put through like it's called a veggetti. I know that sounds like bad, but it's called a veggetti. It's just a spiralizer, and it just like makes your zucchini into noodles, like spiraled noodles. But I've been loving to make zoodles with, you can make homemade pesto sauce with avocado instead of like all the oil you put in it, so it's like a healthier pesto. So good. You can put like organic spaghetti sauce, like tomato sauce, like tomato basil. So good. So you can make like spaghetti. And then I've been making a lot of like stir fries. So like I'll do like extra lean hamburger meat with like zucchini or like mushrooms and or black beans, and just making like a stir fry. It's so good, and you actually know what's going in your food. But I'm not like a good cook. Like, it has to be something easy. So if you guys have any like healthy recipes or anything, link them down below, or like tell me your Pinterest name down below, because I love finding like new healthy recipes to make. That was like off on a ramble. I was trying to get to my music, but anyways, talking about food. So for music this month, I've really been listening to just like where you type in an artist and it's like their radio. So I found several things from there. But Thomas Rhett's new album is really good. Miley Cyrus's new album is really good. Oh, and a lot of like throwback music. I have like this playlist when I'm working out. It's like throwback workout or something, and they have like a ton of the throwback songs, like Gold Digger and all of these songs like from when I was like in high school or junior high. So that's been fun to listen to. So yeah, that's like been my favorites of the month. I know I didn't have like a ton new things this month to share with you, but it's just because I've been trying out new stuff, and I bought a lot of new stuff, so I can't really say like it's my favorite because I'm still trying out stuff, or I've only used it like one time. So I didn't want to just like put it in this video because I like used it and liked it, you know. These are things I've been using all month. Let me know down below what your favorites were for the month, whether it was music, hair stuff, skincare, makeup, food. Dude, leave me your Pinterest names down below. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe before you leave, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.